Hey guys, welcome to a new video. This is part 2 of my most repurchased beauty products, but this is going to be more on high-end, more luxury beauty. So I will be sharing skincare in this video along with a few hair care products as well. Now in part 1, I basically shared the exact same thing, but more affordable skincare and hair care. So if you want to check out that video after this, I will link it below for you for your reference as well as up here. I did ask you guys if you wanted to see a part 2 with more high-end. You guys said yes. So that is what I'm doing in today's video. So of course, all of the products that I'm sharing, including discount codes, related videos, the makeup that I'm wearing in today's video will all be linked below for you in my description box. I would also really appreciate it if you could kindly give this video a thumbs up and if you could also subscribe and ring that notification bell. So the first product is by Drmtlgy. These are the brightening eye masks. I love a good eye mask that performs, and this does. This helps to depuff, brightens dark circles, just brightens in general, helps to soften fine lines and wrinkles, hydrates, plumps, rejuvenates. It does it all. You can use these every day if you really wanted to, or just use them when you feel like using them. That's generally what I like to do. If I wake up puffy one morning, I throw these on and I leave it on as long as possible. And if I have somewhere special to go and I want to prep my under eyes for my makeup, I will use these because they really bring in a lot of hydration. It plumps up those fine lines temporarily and your under eyes just look so rejuvenated. Now, these have a lot of great ingredients like peptides, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, watermelon, cucumber extract, the list goes on, and they are really saturated. So they are very wet. They will drip down your face, and anything that is left on my fingers after applying them to my under eyes, I do like to bring it up underneath that brow bone and on my eyelids. I don't waste this product. Even when all of the eye patches are gone and I still have some product like liquid left on the bottom of the jar, I actually use that as an eye serum because it is that good. So don't waste it. Use up every last bit because I'm telling you, this is one of the most effective under eye masks I have ever used. I have lost count on how many of these I have actually purchased, and I always need to have them in my fridge because I tend to use these quite a bit throughout the week. I don't use them every day, but I will use them a handful of times throughout the week, and they just never ever disappoint. So if you love a good under eye mask, something that really does depuff and rejuvenate, these are great, and I do have a 20% off discount code with Drmtlgy. Next is the Allies of Skin Peptides and Antioxidants Advanced Firming Daily Treatment. So this is a daily moisturizer that can be used twice a day. I love this a lot. I've purchased a few of these. This is a well-performing moisturizer that actually shows results. There are 13 different brighteners in here to brighten your skin, to fade post-acne marks, some discoloration. There's also 7 types of peptides to firm and stimulate new collagen. There's also 9 types of antioxidants. So this is also going to address signs of aging, but protect your skin from everyday pollution. There's also a 3% biotech algae complex, which actually helps to stimulate cell turnover. It's going to promote that cell turnover for more radiant skin, for more of that brighter complexion. And I'm telling you right now, this is one of the best well-performing moisturizers that actually work. And in my opinion, this is well worth the money. I know we all have our own thoughts on price points when it comes to skincare, and that's okay, but I really do believe this is worth every penny. I like the texture. It's great for all skin types. It does dry down a little bit skin-like, but you still feel that moisture on the skin, and it does give a glow to the skin as well. It's also fragrance-free. So I will pair this up with vitamin C in my morning routine. Sometimes I'll use this with other types of peptides. I will occasionally use this with tretinoin, with retinol. I actually pair this up with pretty much anything and everything. So that is what it looks like there. I generally apply 2 pumps, and that will go all over my face as well as my neck. It spreads nice, it's not greasy, it's not tacky, but again, your skin will be left with this really nice moisture, and it does give a little glow to the skin as well. Sits great underneath sunscreen and makeup. I've never had an issue with paling with this, and it's also very lightweight as well. I have another product from Allies of Skin. This is the multi-peptides and GF Advanced Lifting Serum. So this has your peptides along with growth factors. Growth factors are great to stimulate new collagen, soften fine lines and wrinkles, great wound healing properties to it. Peptides again help to firm and stimulate collagen. So I love those two ingredients. And I love peptides and growth factors because when you are consistent with them, I'm telling you, they do work to firm the skin. You do see a difference with your skin over time. You can't expect this to work overnight. You have to be consistent. Now there's also phospholipids in here, which are humectants. So this is a very hydrating, plumping serum. There's also glycolipids in here that will help to repair your skin barrier. It really is a lovely serum that kind of targets everything, but keeping your barrier and just keeping your skin nice and healthy and repaired at the same time. So this is great for all skin types, even if you have sensitive skin, if you have oily skin. Again, I have combination skin. I am acne prone. This has never broke me out, and I just love the results that I see with this, especially when I pair it up with this. I do use these two together all the time in my morning routine especially, but sometimes I will use these two at nighttime also. But I love using this even with tretinoin at nighttime. I will pair this up with other types of peptides, even though it's not really necessary. Sometimes I just will when I'm using copper peptides, and this is fabulous. This is a really nice serum, and another one that I believe is worth every penny. So I generally apply 2 pumps, and that will go all over my face, down my neck. Sometimes it might even go down a little bit further onto my chest. So a little bit does go a long way. This is also fragrance free as well. This is not sticky, not tacky. It will leave a little bit of a glow to your skin, but it is very hydrating and super plumping. So if you love that in a serum, you're going to really enjoy this. And again, this can be used twice a day if you want to, or you can just use it once a day. Now this does have a little bit of a milkiness to it, as you saw. So I generally like to apply this as one of the last serums in my skincare routine before this or before some type of moisturizer and sunscreen. So if you have any serums that are very thin and watery or an essence, use that first, then go in with this, and then your moisturizer and sunscreen if it's in your morning routine. And I do have a 20% off code with Allies of Skin. So of course I will leave that information up here and below for you. Next is the KaramMD Quench Vitamin C Serum. I have talked about this a handful of times in the past. This is actually my 4th one of this. I can't get enough. This is actually my go-to vitamin C nowadays. This has a triple vitamin C complex that contains vitamin C derivatives, and that is what I've been using instead of ascorbic acid. I have really been enjoying vitamin C derivatives because they tend to pair up with more things. So if I want to use copper peptides, but I also still want to use vitamin C in the same routine, I'm opting for a vitamin C derivative because derivatives can be used with copper peptides, tretinoin, retinol. You can pair this up with anything. And that is the great thing with vitamin C derivatives, but also at the same time, they are more gentle than ascorbic acid. They have a longer shelf life, and I just really love the performance of this serum especially. So I've always found that vitamin C derivatives can take a little bit longer to work in terms of brightening the skin. But with this serum specifically, you see almost immediate difference in terms of brightness. Like within a week, you will start to notice how bright your skin is. And I really love it. I love this. I love this so much. And in my opinion, it's worth every penny. But I am going to be sharing another product from this brand. So if you also wanted that product as well, then you're better off purchasing the trifecta line that also comes with a cleanser and this. Plus I do have a discount code with the brand as well, which of course I will leave up here and below for you. but this serum, I'm telling you, is game changing. So not only does this have the 3 vitamin C derivatives, there's also niacinamide, which is another ingredient that can brighten the skin. There's also licorice root extract, which is another one that will naturally brighten. There's hyaluronic acid, green tea, which is an antioxidant, willow herb extract, which helps to balance oil. There's panthenol in here, castor oil, and the list goes on. So very hydrating, very plumping, but most of all, the brightness that you get from this is incredible. This is also going to protect your skin from everyday pollution as well. So when I first started off with this months ago, I actually used this every day, twice a day. But now I'm just using this mainly in my morning skincare routine, and I will pair this up with that Allies of Skin moisturizer because it's all antioxidants, and so it's just going to protect your skin more from everyday pollution. This is a product that is meant for all skin types, even sensitive. It doesn't break me out. I've never experienced pilling. This also has a gel type of texture. So if you love a true gel serum, you're gonna love this. I just applied 1 pump here, but I generally apply 2 pumps, and that goes all over my face and my neck. It spreads really nicely. Like, you can see how nicely it's spreading here. It does dry down quite skin-like. You might have a slight glow to your skin, but this does not leave your skin tacky or sticky. It actually dries down quite nice, and I've never had an issue, like I said, with pilling. Sits great underneath sunscreen, makeup, and I just really love this serum so much. The other KaramMD product is the Illuminate. This is their anti-aging cream that can be used daily, even twice a day. I like this one a lot. This is probably my 4th one also. Usually when I am finishing up the vitamin C, the quench, I am finishing up this at the same time because I tend to use these 2 on an everyday basis. And sometimes I will use it twice a day or just once a day. And I love this a lot because there's a lot of ingredients in here to target all skin concerns. So there is an encapsulated retinol in here, which of course means that this is going to have a slower delivery system into the skin. It's going to be more gentle, even for those that have sensitive skin. There's also squalene in here, jojoba, shea butter. There's niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, peptides, vitamin C, vitamin E, elderweed flower, which actually helps to firm and protect the skin. And the list goes on, honestly. Like, there's a lot of great ingredients in here. Even botanical brighteners to brighten the skin even more. So when you pair this up with the Quench Serum, I'm telling you, this is a powerhouse with one another. If you truly want to brighten your skin and firm it, use these 2 and be consistent and use them every day, twice a day. And I did for the longest time, but now I just generally use one maybe at night. I might use the other one in the morning. I don't always use them together twice a day, but sometimes I do. It's just I like to switch things up. And when I'm testing new skincare, sometimes I have to eliminate things out of my routine. But I always need to have this in my skincare routine because this never pills. It is very moisturizing. It's great for even those that have oily skin, and I use this with copper peptides. When I'm using tretinoin at night, I will use this with tretinoin. Even though this has an encapsulated retinol, it is that gentle. So I will pair this up with other actives, and my skin loves it. And honestly, the clarity of my skin, the brightness, the softness, it just looks so much better since using this. And I can't recommend this enough. Now, there is fragrance in here, just so you know. It is very mild, but there is a little bit of a fragrance, so I just wanted you to know that. I already rinsed off my hand before putting this on top, so let's give you a look at what this looks like on my hand and how it spreads. With this cream, I generally apply 3 pumps, and that will go all over my face and my neck. It does spread quite nicely, so you might only need 2 pumps, but I do like to be a little generous with this, especially if my skin is feeling a little drier and a little tighter. But this really is super rich, but at the same time, very lightweight. This will give a glow to your skin. So if you don't like that, then just use this at nighttime. But this one also sits great underneath sunscreen and makeup. Never had an issue with pilling, and I just really love the consistency of this, and the ingredient list here is truly on point. Moving on to NIOD Copper Amino White Slate Serum. This truly is one of my most repurchased serums from NIOD. You guys know how much I love this. I've been talking about this for years. I've been using this for at least 6 to 7 years and I can't get enough. I wish that there was a way of knowing how many of these I have actually purchased in my lifetime, because I have purchased a lot. Like when there's a sale, I stock up. Sometimes I buy 5 bottles. Sometimes I will place another order and purchase a few more. And then during the year, sometimes I will purchase a couple of bottles at regular price. So it adds up over the years. And I'm always sharing this in Empties videos, but it's a serum that firms, that stimulates collagen, softens fine lines, and it's a great preventative serum. It works. It's more advanced than the ordinary copper peptides. NIOD brand is more advanced, which is why the prices are more expensive than the ordinary. I do love the ordinary copper peptides. You guys know that. It's also one of my most repurchased serums as well. And I will alternate between the ordinary and this. Sometimes I use the ordinary copper peptides more just because it's more affordable, but this one at the end of the day performs better and quicker from my experience with it. The texture of this is like water. It's very thin. It's dark blue in color. I don't want to open this up to show you because I'm not ready to use this yet. And once you've opened up the bottle, you have 6 months before you have to use it up. So I don't want to use this yet, but just know that it's very thin and lightweight. It dries down skin like, there's no glow to your skin, and it's not sticky or tacky. It never pills with skincare, at least from my experience with this, and this can be used every day, twice a day. When I use this, I don't pair this up with other active ingredients like retinol, tretinoin. I don't pair this up with any type of exfoliating acid or ascorbic acid, vitamin C. You can use vitamin C derivatives with this. You can use growth factors with this, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid. There's a lot of things you can use with copper peptides, but don't be using your other actives because you want to achieve maximum results with your copper. So let this be the star of the show in your skincare routine, and then just pair up other hydrating and repairing products, or growth factors for that matter. Growth factors pair up really well with copper peptides and peptides. So you'll see a really great improvement with your skin if you pair up your copper with growth factors, but this on its own is truly good enough. I have another product from NIOD. This is the superoxide dismutase saccharide mist. This is something that I've been using every day, twice a day for several years. Only recently I have taken a little break from this, only because I was testing some other facial mist and products. So I eliminated this out of my routine for a short time, but I will be going back to it pretty soon. And I do have a few backups of this in my linen closet because when there's a sale, I stock up because again, I go through this quite quickly. I would say that for the amount of times I use this, so twice a day, and I apply several sprays on my face, this probably lasts me maybe 3 months, maybe 3.5, somewhere around there. But you could totally get longer than that if you're not as obsessive as I am. If you're just using this once a day and you're doing like 3 spritz, then yeah, it's gonna last you longer than what I'm doing. But I'm very generous with this because I just love the formulation. I love what it does for my skin. It is jam-packed with several antioxidants. So this is honestly unique. This is very advanced and I haven't found anything like this yet. There is no dupe to this yet. If you know of a dupe, then let me know in the comments below, but this is outstanding. It helps to really protect your skin from environmental pollution. It helps to reduce the look of facial redness. It hydrates and it preps your skin for your serums and moisturizer. And also there's a lot of other anti-aging ingredients in here to fight signs of aging. So it really is a nice one to use every day. And I use this after cleansing, but before my serums, like I said. And this is wonderful. And I will keep repurchasing this until I am sick and tired of it, which I feel like will never happen. Next up is the Dr. Dennis Gross Derminfusions Fill Plus Repair Serum. I've actually been talking about this product a lot lately. And depending on the topic that I am filming, sometimes it just fits right in because this is a product that I truly believe in and it really does work. And I've been talking about this for years and been using it on and off since. And it's a product that actually could just replace all of your serums if you really wanted to. So if you're someone that is thinking of creating a new skincare routine, maybe you want to limit down on the amount of products that you have in your routine and you're just looking for one treatment step, you could do that with this because this is going to help with texture, tone, it brightens, it softens fine lines, it gives more of that softer, smoother feel, it hydrates, it repairs the skin, it really does it all. And there's a lot of great ingredients in here like peptides, hyaluronic acid, green tea, there's a few alpha hydroxy acids in here, niacinamide, honestly, like the list is extensive. But if you go and have a look at that ingredient list, they're all ingredients that actually do things for our skin. There's not many fillers in there. There is fragrance though, and I like the scent of it. It has a floral scent and it's very mild, but just know that there is fragrance. But I really love this, and the first thing that I noticed is softer, smoother skin. And then after that, my skin became brighter, and then the clarity of my skin just looked more improved. So it can firm the skin as well. It plumps, it does it all. And this is exceptional. So I will show you what this one looks like on the back of my hand. Generally, I will do 2 pumps of this, and that's the texture. So it spreads great. I've never experienced peeling with this. This doesn't leave your skin tacky or sticky, but you will have a little bit of a glow to your skin once it's all dried down. And this is one of the last serums that I use in my skincare routine because it does have a little bit of that milkiness to it. So I might use a really nice hydrating serum beforehand and then this afterwards. And sometimes I will use tretinoin on top of this. I will sometimes pair this up with peptides and other things. So depending on your skin sensitivity, you may or may not be able to use this with tretinoin and other actives, but my skin loves this with tretinoin. And the more consistent I am with this with tretinoin, I see even a bigger difference with my skin in terms of brightness and clarity. I have another Dr. Dennis Gross. This is the Advanced Retinol plus Ferulic Triple Correction Eye Serum. I also recently talked about this in another video. I've been using this on and off since I started my YouTube channel, and this has been an eye serum that has really performed well for me personally over the years, mainly to prevent milium or milia if you're usually someone that develops more than one. It's those pearly hard white bumps that can develop anywhere around the eyes. You usually can't get rid of them unless you get them professionally removed from your dermatologist. But if you're using eye serums and eye creams that have retinol and active ingredients in them, it can actually help to diminish them over time. It might take a couple of months, but it can diminish them and it will help to prevent milium as well. And that is one of the main reasons why I have been so consistent with this over the years, but also it really helps to prevent crepiness. It eliminates that dryness. It helps to keep everything smooth and bright, and it treats crow's feet. It does it all as well. And I have purchased so many of these over the years. The packaging has changed since the very first time I used this, and one of the ingredients that also changed from the first time I used this was that they added bakuchiol in here, which is a plant-based alternative to retinol. There's also retinol in here as well, and a lot of other great ingredients to brighten and hydrate the skin. So if you're looking for a really nice anti-aging eye serum, this is a lovely one. You can use this every day, twice a day, but I only use this at nighttime because of the retinol. If you're gonna use this in the morning, make sure that you wear sunscreen around the eye area, and that's what it looks like. So you can see it's a true gel, and that amount there is enough to do both of your eyes. So less is more. This doesn't leave your skin sticky or tacky either. This can cause a little bit of dryness at the beginning until you get used to it. You may or may not experience that. I did at the very beginning, like many years ago, but now obviously I don't experience that. But that was one of the other reasons why I like to put an eye cream or a face moisturizer on top of this, just to provide more moisture. The last 2 products are Haircare. So this is the K18 Leave-In Molecular Repair Hair Mask. This is honestly one of my most repurchased hair care products because it performs well on my bleached fine hair. It really repairs the bonds of my hair. It helps to strengthen my hair, and if my hair is ever frizzy or feeling dry, this honestly brings my hair back to life. Now, like I've mentioned in the past, after I have gotten my hair colored, I will use this for at least 6 hair washes post hair salon, just to strengthen the ends of my hair and to repair my hair. Because sometimes when I go blonder, my hair can feel a little dry. It can look frizzy too, but since being really consistent with this, like my hair is really shiny, it feels soft, it's just healthy. And I love healthy hair when you have blonde hair. Because when you go blonde, like I said, a lot can happen. I've had a lot of bad experiences in the past where my hair broke, it was frizzy, it looked dull, it just looked awful. But since being really consistent with K18, honestly, this has really improved my hair. And then after the 6 hair washes, I'll take a break for a while, and then just before I go back to the hair salon again, I will use this 1 or 2 times just to strengthen my hair up again, and then I get my hair done. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been working for me. But this really is game changing, whether you have blonde hair or not. This can really improve the bonds, and I love it. Every time there's a sale, I always stock up. And the last hair care product is by Pureology. This is the Color Fanatic 21 Essential Benefits. So this is a multitasking leave-in spray. So this is your heat protectant. It's also your leave-in conditioner. It's going to improve shine, softness. It gets rid of frizz. It does it all. And I have used a lot of leave-ins in the past that are heat protectants, that are leave-in conditioners. And although I found that they were pretty good back then, nothing has compared to this since I have been the most consistent with this. Nothing compares to this. This has really improved my hair. So after I have used the K18, I will go in with this right afterwards, prior to heat styling, or sometimes I leave my hair to air dry before my hair starts to dry up. That K18 and this is in my hair before. But if I'm not using K18, obviously this is going right in my hair as that first step, and then of course I will let my hair air dry, or I will blow dry it, whatever. But you can use this on dry hair as well if you wanted to, and there have been a handful of times that I have, but I generally just use this on those hair wash days as that leave-in heat protectant, and it's another one that gives great shine. It smooths out your hair, and it just gives that protection from even the environment as well, and it smells incredible. It is a pretty strong scent, so if you can't do really strong hair products like leave-ins, you may or may not want to use this, but I like the scent of it. I like my hair smelling nice, and then your hair smells nice even the next day. So highly recommend this. I have purchased at least 3 or 4 of these. I have 2 backups in my linen closet. Can't get enough. So those are some of my most repurchased high-end luxury skincare and hair care products. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Of course, if you have any questions in regards to any of these products, please feel free to ask away in that comment section. Also, let me know if you would like to see more videos like this. Like maybe I could focus on a specific brand and share my most repurchased products from that brand. If you want to see that type of video, please let me know, and also tell me what brands you would like for me to focus on. So let's get a conversation going in that comment section, and I will have all of the products that I shared in this video, including their discount codes and related videos below for you as well. Don't forget to check out part 1 on my most repurchased affordable skincare and hair care products. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.